The most important question I got was, what is your legacy? Not a material legacy, but if life stops now, how do you want to be remembered? What is your frequency legacy? The Phoenix Frequency podcasts are a result from that question. When all seemed burnt in your life, the fertile ash of a phoenix is filled with compassion, love, forgiveness, empowerment, intuition, wisdom, generosity, creativity, resilience, a balance of an evolution and involution, what is needed to rise. I am Nienke van Bezooijen and I live my Phoenix frequencies. On a weekly basis, I share my insights, my resources, and I have guests who Phoenix themselves. If it resonates to you, you're welcome to rise. Welcome to Phoenix Frequencies, Season 2. A new begin, a new year. And I wish you for this year a lot of pizzazz. Not the glamour part, but the dynamic vitality, the sparkle. That's an attractive combination for the Phoenix frequencies of your choice. But before a transition, there's always a day before. So what did you do the day before this new year? What did I do? Well, I went for an early morning walk in the forest. I could feel the drizzling rain on my face. I heard the soft ticking drops on the last leaves in the forest. I did see new fallen trees since the last storm, but the foxes created already a den for themselves, for the new generation that will start in the spring, well sheltered. I hear some birds. Sometimes they show up. And I enjoy that I'm in the forest. In the distance, I hear banging of fireworks. As my mind and heart goes to all the people in conflict and war zones. Here, the bangs are from fireworks for pleasure. And I'm conscious to live in a country with that kind of safety. My safety in my life right now is so different. It's a cane while I'll zigzag wobbly through the woods, greeting the birds and the last standing mushrooms in our mild winter so far, the day before. Do you remember your days before big shifts? The last day of, the day before, fill in the dots. What I remember vividly is the day before my eldest was born. I can't sleep because of the contractions and the cat snuggles in my neck. I know my life would change to motherhood the next day. It was a journey against all odds for a month already, and I hold my child in my belly, my hands on the big bum, and I speak encouraging words and how I will do my best to make the arrival on earth as smooth as possible, as it could be. For years, I told both of my children the story about the evening before their birthdays, to share how welcome they were from the beginning, how welcome they were even since they were expected. A new stage in life, a new year. For me, there's a difference between change or transformation. Change is like two sides of a coin. You can pick a side and you can change the side. But transformation is like physics. You can crack an egg and fry it, but it will never be a shell with a liquid inside. It transforms into a fried egg. Transformation is irreversible. A caterpillar will cocoon and transition to a butterfly and never change back. It's impossible. It's time to reflect. It is a transition in time. Every day again, not only on this day. What was will never return, and that's perfect. We can pick how we look at this. It will never be like ... because it transitions in time. Over the holidays, I faced raw and painful grief as I realized I'm a widow now. It's not the separation that gave some heartache, just the truth that he's cut off from this life. And it's all how we can look at a spectrum, a chosen perspective. I can be with the grief, but I can be really enjoying the good times we had together as friends. The point is, where I go with my feelings and thoughts and emotions, I can check, what does it give me? Do I gain or drain energy from my chosen perspective? Could there be a perspective I don't know yet, and can I be curious about that? Depending to what I give space to, I create my own frequencies and how I can be with them. And that's only to be chosen and done by me. And so it is for you. It's not up to others how you feel, how you see your perspective. It's a choice from within. And that can be encouraging for what is. Even in my case, now being a widow, it's a liberation. I have a free choice to what frequencies I want to tap into. And all is well and all is perfect because it just is. And if you know you can bring the frequencies that is uplifting and supportive to you for 2024, I would invite you to create a top 3, top 5, top 10, top 25, top 100 of frequencies you want to tap into for 2024. What's uplifting and supporting you, others, and the world. With the Heart Ambassadors, we started a big list together of what we can bring. It can bring a frequency of hope. I love the quote of Václav Havel. Hope isn't the conviction that something will turn out well, but it is a certainty something makes sense regardless of how it will turn out. We don't know what 2024 will bring, but at least you bring yourself, your own choices, your own growth, and something can make sense for you. And from a neutral perspective of the heart, we can look at the perspective of the world to see what's needed there and what we can facilitate. It all starts with pausing and listening to your heart, your neutral, wise heart. Creativity, humor, ease, peace, stillness, inner wisdom, intelligence, concern, listening. A lot of us care so deeply what's going on, we tap into overcare. That's another podcast. But it leads to worrying. And I love worrying is like a rocking chair. It keeps you moving, gets you nowhere. Where do you want to put your energy? In rocking yourself and get you nowhere? Or do you raise your pitch and do something, no matter what the outcome will be, just because of you can grow from it? So, can you dive into the mystery and mastery of your Phoenix frequencies? And if you feel some hesitation, take a deep breath. It's a new frequency year. Every day the transition can be your choice. It doesn't need to be a date that was defined thousands of years ago. Which calendar do you want? Maya, Kabbalah, Christianity, Asian, years and numbers. Every day can be a new year. Every day can be the start of your transition. Your choice, at any time, transformation. You can look daily at your preferred 2024 Phoenix frequencies when life seems, so to quote, against you, or when you allow old patterns to determine your path. The begin start with beginning. It starts only and always within yourself. Years ago, I got a quote from a friend, and maybe it will give you some support if you hear them. It will spark you, give you some pizzazz. The text is called The Night Before Change. The night before change, as your dreams pace restlessly between wake and sleep, it's the eve of transformation. Old identities no longer fit you. Transition calls out in the night. You sit on the hinge already, ready to swing into change, trembling, the mystery, not knowing the outcome. Courage stands by on this threshold, When you're ready to begin completely and finally, courage remains as you bloom into life. Then step over into your bold new reality. And I would say, enjoy. I wish you courage to begin day by day to live your Phoenix frequencies.